Hello friends, it is Michaela Nicole. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing another fun little camera video, but this time it is not a camera collection. I'm sure you read in the title. We are going to be tier listing my camera collection. So these are all of my Polaroids, all of my Kodaks, and then my other three that you haven't seen yet, so this is kind of a little sneaky peek into the next video, I suppose. But basically we have all of the cameras here pictured and my categories and we're just gonna rank the cameras. Now my categories are at the top, owns my life. I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. Pretty neat, they're cool, they're not my favorites but they're cool. We've got you're fine, like I don't really have an opinion on you, you're not bad or good, you're just chilling I suppose. Go back to your decade, meaning I do not really enjoy your presence in terms of how you function as a camera or how you look or whatever. And then please know, just like, why do you exist? Why did you happen? Now, this is all in jest. I really like all of my cameras. I only collect cameras that I really like. I don't see a point in getting cameras that I don't like. But you know, we're just gonna have a little roast session for my cameras today. So if you haven't already and you'd like to, hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share, do all the fun things, and without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so first up we have the Argus Argo Flex, and this camera is from 1958. It's kind of a weird little thing, but it's one of two of my twin lens cameras. I kind of don't really have an opinion on it. So we'll just put him in you're fine. He just chills. I don't have anything fun to say about him. He just kind of hangs out, so that's fine. Next we have the Polaroid Land Camera Model 95. Now this one is in really good condition and it's really cool, but it's really heavy. And it's from 1948. If I'm getting my dates right, and I don't know, I think it's pretty cool and it's one of the coolest ones that I own, so we'll put you in owns my life. You win. Now the Polaroid Impulse. I have two working Polaroid Impulses, but just as a camera there's nothing super exciting happening with it. It's from 1964, I believe. No, that is incorrect. 1988. Excuse me. And I don't know, it's not that exciting, so we'll just say you're pretty neat. It's cool, but it doesn't have anything interesting visually happening, so he can just go there. The Polaroid Square Shooter 2 is from 1972. Go back to your decade. It's weird. It's very it's clunky and weird. Like, it looks like it's trying to be the other land cameras in existence, but it's just like not working out because it doesn't fold. It just like permanently stays out and you can't put it down flat because it's angled, so it's kind of weird. So we're just gonna, he needs to go back to his decade. He's cool, but not that relevant right now. He's just chilling. Okay, the Brownie Target 616. This camera is highly, highly sought after. If you go look on eBay for it or any of those kind of websites, hard to find, very expensive. And the one I've got is in fantastic condition and it's really cool. So we're gonna go with owns my life, which is a little dramatic because it's just a box. Like literally just a box, but it looks cool and it's really old. The 616 is from 1946, and it's just, I don't know, I like it. It's kind of cool. Now we've got the Kodak Pony 2. Now the Pony 2 I just got, and it works as of 2018, but it's 2020. And visually, it's not the coolest out of all of these cameras. So we're gonna go with, you're fine. It's fine. Because it's just a film camera. There's nothing super exciting going on here. Next, what do we have? This is the Mercury Satellite 127. And if I'm getting my dates right, I believe this is from the 40s or 50s. I'm gonna go with Go Back to Your Decade. It's kind of clunky. It feels like a rip off of the other Kodak cameras I've got, and it's cool, but he's kind of clunky, kind of weird. He can just go back to his decade. He doesn't need to still be here. Okay, now the model, the land camera, Polaroid land camera model J66. This camera, fun fact, was made and released in the same year that we put man on the moon. Well, pretty close to. 1961 is its year. And it's so heavy. And the one I have doesn't really work that well. Like, it's kind of rusted shut. And it's like not really that fun. I don't know, he's just kind of, he's fine. You can just go and you're fine. Because it's really big and heavy. I cannot imagine trying to take pictures with that thing because it is heavy. Like, there's no way any of the pictures came out of that thing not shakily. You know what I mean? Oh, now we've got the golden child of the Polaroid realm. We have the Polaroid One Step. The Polaroid One Step over here is like the golden goose of the Polaroid world because everyone wants them. They're bringing them back into production, whatever. I have an original, it's from the 70s, and it owns my life. It was so exciting when it got here. It's so gorgeous, it's perfect, it looks fantastic. The sticker isn't faded, nothing's wrong with this camera, except for like one minor little paint imperfection from it being used, and it's just cool. The film that it uses, really cool. The things you can do with the film, really cool. So it owns my life. Next up, we've got the Kodak number 2. Now, this camera here is very old. It is from 1923, which means it's my oldest camera. We found it at an antique store. If you watched my Kodak video, you know its history. And I think we'll go with pretty neat because this camera came in a lot of colors. It's old, it's really simple. So he's pretty neat. Now we've got the Polaroid One. The Polaroid One looks like a handheld vacuum cleaner to me. It's from 2003, which dates it as old as I am. And it's weird. Like, it's cool because it's got a flash on it, like a flash button instead of a whole flash attachment. And it's cool and tiny, but like it doesn't even have a neck strap. It has like a hand strap, but it's a normal sized Polaroid camera. It's not like a Kodak, which makes sense for it to have a tiny strap. It's like a normal Polaroid. So I hate to do it to you, but please no. Just please no. It can leave. It didn't need to exist. We don't need her here. It is not necessary. All right, I think this is the last Polaroid on the list right now. This is the Polaroid Sun 660, which came from 1981, I do think. And it's cool, but it's once again kind of bulky and clunky, but like really oddly shaped as well. And it's like cool, but not cool at the same time. The flash is attached to it. This one's hard. I feel like it's not my favorite. It used to be, but it's fine. He can just go there. Now, the Kodak Brownie Hawkeye is from 1949, and it's cool, and it's like the Target 616 and the number 2 but really tiny. It's kind of heavy for its size, and like it looks cool, but also kind of doesn't. I feel like it can go back to its decade. It's cool, but it doesn't do anything for me. It's fine. He can just chill where he is. Now we have the Brownie Holiday. I'm gonna put him in Pretty Neat, and I know that was pretty fast, but the Brownie Holiday is just so like cute and tiny. It's like this big, and it's just so like quintessentially the 50s, and it came, excuse me, it came out in 1953, so it's just super like, it has this narrative to me for some reason, because it's called the Brownie Holiday, like picturing these little 50s families like running around with their little brownie holidays and like the ski lodge or whatever and taking pictures. I don't know, it's cute and tiny, and I like cute tiny things, so that's where it's gonna go. Okay, now we have the Brownie Star Flash, which came from 1957. Once again, another 50s camera, but this one doesn't really scream the 50s to me. It's really different compared to my others though, because of that round top it has. I think that's really cool. And my boyfriend got that one for me, so it's really cool and special to me. Not like the others aren't, they all have stories, but we're gonna put him in Owns My Life because I like it a lot. Now we have the Brownie Starmite 2 from 1962. And this little thing is kind of terrifying, honestly, because it has this little thing that you put over the flash cap, or over where you would put the flash bulb, and it's meant to like prevent shrapnel from flying when the bulb explodes. And I don't know about that. Like, that's just a little concerning. Like, this plastic cover is intended to be on the camera. It says it in the instruction manual that it goes on the camera, so it's kind of sus. We're gonna put him in we'll put him in Pretty Neat. I know that I was just ratting on him about being an explosive weapon, but I like him. I like how it looks. It came in a lot of colors, which was fun, so we'll just leave it there. And last, but certainly not least, we have the Voigtlander Superb. And the Voigtlander is really cool to me. This camera came from 1933, and the one I specifically own, my dad gave to me, and it was in his family. And he gave it to me when I started, you know, having cameras, so it's just really cool to me. So it also owns my life. It's so old and rusty, but I just love it. So that is it for my tier list. Surprisingly, only one camera ended up in the please no category. A lot of cameras own my life. And you know, I agree with all of these decisions. I have no qualms with what I've done here. Like, there's some weird cameras. If you haven't already, excuse me, go check out either one of my Polaroid collection or my Kodak collection videos if you enjoyed this one and want to know a little bit more about vintage cameras, specifically my vintage cameras. I have a lot of them. Right here is 17 of them. And they're pretty cool. I like them all. So yeah, go check those videos out. Leave some comments on this one if you'd like. Tell me if you agree or disagree with any of my choices. And like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends, and I'll see you later in whatever the next video ends up being. Thank you for watching. Bye.